Welcome to Mr. Michael's ELA classroom. What are we going to learn today?
Salam Alaikum students. Today we are going to learn about the QAR reading strategy. So the objectives of this lesson are to learn about a new reading strategy called QAR, otherwise known as question, answer, relationship. And then you're going to be able to apply the three different types of QAR reading questions. So what is QAR? QAR is a thinking strategy that helps you understand the kinds of questions you will get when you read. QAR helps improve your reading comprehension. And as you saw in class, there are many reasons why we need to understand what we read. So here is a little sample passage that we can think about when we are looking at the types of questions you're going to get. So Ahmed and Khalifa are 13-year-old twins who love reading mystery books about their favorite character, Detective Din. They had just finished book 3 in the Din Does It Again series and were eager to start book 4. Unfortunately, the school library was closed until Sunday. They had already completed their homework and there was nothing interesting to watch on television. So now let's look at these different types of questions and how we can apply them to our learning. So the different question types are on your own, author and you, not me, right there, and finally think and search. And in terms of difficulty, on your own and author and you questions are typically harder. Right there are the easiest type of questions, and think and search are in the middle. They're not too hard and not too easy. So on your own questions. Questions that require you to use your prior knowledge, intuition, and imagination to answer correctly. These questions can be answered without even reading the text, but are more about the topic of the reading rather than the content. So imagination is when you create pictures in your head. I always think of the SpongeBob imagination. And activating prior knowledge is when we think about the things we already know about the topic. So if I am giving you a reading passage on cats, you can think about all the things you know about cats. And then intuition is a little bit more of a difficult word in English, but it's basically when you trust your own knowledge from the past to make your current decisions. So in English, it's called your gut instinct. So these are all considered higher order thinking skills. I know this is a teacher word, but this is extremely important when you're an adult. So you're a critical and knowledgeable, and you're a thinker. So these are some examples from the reading passage. How often do you visit the library? Did I have to read the reading passage to answer that question? No, it's just about the topic, because they mentioned the library in the reading. So these are the greatest questions that you're going to love. Maybe not. Author and you questions are typically known as inference questions. Inference is when you use your knowledge of the topic plus facts given within the reading passage to come to your own conclusion. They are questions where you have to take information from the passage and then you make your own conclusions. So the answers aren't right in the passage. They are derived from your lovely brain. The answer is not directly in the text. So an author and you example. So after reading the passage, which day do you think it is? Why did you choose that day? So when we look at it, the answer is not in the text. They didn't say Ahmed and Khalifa were two twins sitting around on Thursday. Then you see if there's any clues in the text about the day. Well, yes, there were. They said the school library is closed till Sunday. And then you have to use your prior knowledge, intuition, and imagination to answer the question. So I know the school library is closed on Friday and Saturday. And they said they cannot go till Sunday. So I think it's Thursday. So it could be Thursday night after school. It could be Friday as well. And it could be Saturday. But when they have said tomorrow and not closed till Sunday, they would have just said closed till tomorrow. But either of those three answers would be correct if you justify it. So here are some other examples. Let's see if you could answer them, but I'm going to give them to you in the quiz anyway. So what does the type of books Ahmed and Khalifa Reed say about their personalities? So mystery books. What kind of personality would you have if you like to read mystery books? So what kind of students are Ahmed and Khalifa? So what evidence and what hints or reading between the lines is there in the text to answer this question? Okay, write their questions. These are the easy ones. You can see the answer in one line. So questions that are answered in the text word for word. They're usually very easy questions. So for example, if you look at this text, it said Ahmed and Khalifa are 13-year-old twins. So a question like, what are the names of the two boys? Oh, well, Ahmed and Khalifa. It's right in the text. I can put my finger on it right in the text, right there. So I'll give you a couple of these questions. Don't worry. It'll be easy. And then finally, the think and search. These are those vocabulary questions, or questions where you have to gather information from more than one paragraph. But they're also like pronoun questions, opposites, synonym questions. Yes, these can be pretty annoying. So here are some examples. Who does they refer to in the second sentence? Ahmed and Khalifa are 13-year-old twins. They are blah, blah, blah. Oh, so they is Ahmed and Khalifa. So which word from the paragraph means finished? Opposite of boring, opposite of open. So you would just find it in the paragraph. So they're in there, but you have to think about it. I have to know what an opposite is, and I have to understand what the word is before I can answer the questions. And then I'm also doing this. You guys just finished a reading diagnostic test. So I'm going to give you your results, and I'm going to tell you how well you did on the right there questions, think and search questions, author and me questions, and then on my own questions. And then I'm going to give you hints on how to improve these different types of questions. So guys, thank you very much for giving me your attention. Have a wonderful end of the weekend. I know it's almost complete. And ma salama, I will see you in class.